everyone. Hi, all brothers and sisters. Yeah, I think we have many new faces here joining us. Yeah, some maybe we meet already in the Zoom meeting. So welcome everyone again. Yeah. So so thank you again for your time to tuning in on time. We have many leaders here. You are always spending your time to learn together, and thank you so much. Yeah. I saw Brother Caesar also. You're still outside but still listening. Thank you for your time as well. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about how to really do an effective review. Yeah. So for some of us, some of the members here, if you are new, also don't worry. I think you will still able to use it very fast when you start to do this business. Yeah. So again, before I start, of course, I would like to thank Alcon Global for the wonderful platform. Yeah, that I've been here for how many years? 11 years. Yeah, and thanks also my upline, my life coach, brother Jay and sister Valet, because I think I have shared with some of you before. Yeah, he's really someone that spent all his effort to really keep following up and building me and building all the leaders here and never give up on us. Yeah, so thank you so much, brother Jay and sister Valet. And thanks to our senior upline, President Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lee as well. Yeah, and I believe some of you also have met him. I think last week we had the Sunday night session. Yeah, he's of course another idol that I have in Alcon Global, and because of his persistence, yeah, the spirit that saying here the one and only network company for its 23 years. Yeah, thank you very much for all the support from him. And of course, thanks to our Alcon Global 001, Mr. Francis Chia as well. And for those who haven't met Mr. Francis Chia, he's used to be a very, very ordinary lorry driver only, but because of the Alcon Global and because of his spirit and because of his wisdom, and we learned so much from him, and we drafted all his wisdom to the system education in Alcon. I think I'm blessed here where I'm able to really share it and translate in different language to share to our friends here in Philippines, Dubai, and many countries. So thanks to our Global 001, Mr. Francis Chia. And of course, thanks to the Gay Spirit in Alcon, that we are always able to be here together to learn from different leaders, stay under one roof. Yeah, this is a unique culture in Alcon. And of course, thanks to Alcon Global Management Team, who is always supporting us behind the scenes, not at the front line, at the encoding, and even at the behind, drafting all the strategy, everything. And thank you, Sister Michelle, for always supporting here every Saturday. Yeah. So I believe some of you here and also have watched this graph before. I have shared in the previous module. Yeah, we all know that in Alcon Global here, we share with you the chain of success. So that's why, like, first we have to have dream, and then the next is desire, and of course then we have to break our dreams into smaller goals, smaller target, and then we start from planning, action, and review. So this is a complete circle of how we can be closer and closer to our success. That's why we call it the chain of success here. So I think we talked about the dream and desire and many other things in the previous weeks. So today we are going to focus more about the review. So why do we need to do a network review? Why do we need to really, do a group review constantly? Why? Yeah, I think, of course, always before we do anything, the why is very, very important. So Albert Einstein shared this before. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results, which is 100% true. Yeah, imagine if we are not doing any revision at all, or not doing any review at all in our business or in everyday our schedule, if we are not really self-disciplined. Yeah, now it recalls that last week I think President Mr. Lee talked about the self-discipline. Yeah, it's so much important. Yes, if we do not have the discipline to really check ourselves, or if we are not really reviewing what are we doing every day, what are we doing every pay cycle, what are we doing every month, you know, time flies very fast, and we could have just, you know, another 6 months gone and not doing anything. But if we are not changing or not reviewing what we are doing every day, but we expect to have more sales, more results, more leaders coming out, it will be insane. Yeah, so that is what it means here. That is how important is keeping ourselves doing the review constantly. So then there is also a proverb saying that failure is the mother of success. So I think, and here I would rather say also review is the mother of success, because if we keep repeating the failure and we are still not doing any review, or we are not finding out what is the root cause and not improving ourselves, then we could have just repeat the failure as well. So review is very, very important in order to make us closer and closer to success. Yeah. So here in global here, so of course we talk about the review is one of the is a bridge of success. So doing the review, you know, it could mean that we can just discuss on the results, check on the progress or any deviation between the goal that we set and between our result. And it's a session that, you know, for us to really look at what we have been doing, you know, even daily or for the past 15 days pay cycle. Is a chance for us to admit what we have done wrong and to share satisfaction about what we have done right. Yeah, so it's an important session for us, you know, to review on ourselves, or as well through this review session. And of course, the objective here is to discuss how to really work together and improve in order to achieve a common goal and pursue the ultimate success, so that every day we can improve, or every pay cycle we can do, we can have improvement. Yeah. So the benefit of having a network review, of course, we like to understand the actual situation. We would like to use this session to really understand the leader's strength and the weakness. You know, we would like to really understand your confidence level, or is there any particular skills or tools that you are not sure, not familiar with yet. And it's a session for us to review the network performance, maybe by looking at the business volume, or looking at the leaders' performance in your team, or is there any challenges in building the network? Yeah, of course, if today, if even if you are new, you do not have any leaders yet in your groups, so even we can do the review on your day-to-day activities, you know, how can you improve on doing the 3S. Yeah, you need any help in order for your new members or even your customers. Yeah, you need any guidance in terms of service and following up of the customers. Yeah, so there is a lot of details we can go through during a network review. So I will go through the details at the later part. Yeah. So of course, in the review session, it's also important that we do problem solving. So like I mentioned just now, we can review what is the deviation between the goal we set. For example, early of the PC, like now is 19. Yeah, I think is already 4 days after the beginning of the PC. Yeah, and what is the result? Yeah, so is there any deviation, and what caused the deviation, and how can we improve in the next pay cycle so that we can achieve what we set as a goal, and identify any key obstacles, discuss solutions. Yeah, and of course a review is also for goal setting. That's why it's very important we can do the review at the beginning and right after closing or all the cutoff, so that we can always improve ourselves and make sure we are closer and closer to the target. And of course, then the upline can use the session to do teaching and sharing according to the individual ability and needs as well. Yeah. So yeah, of course, the benefit of the network review is also promoting a two-way communication, so that we always grow together, so that the upline also understand the real situation of what is happening at the ground, you know, not just looking at the sales volume only, but really go down to understand what are the activities has been done and what are the challenges up there, so that we can do our best to support the group, yeah, and we can have the consensus to build a group together, of course, yeah. And of course, I think this is also one key important thing that Brother Jay also shared in one of his topics. Again, a review session, we can always to enlarge your downline's dream and talk about that, and encouragement and motivation to give him or her the confidence, because dream makes people want, confidence make people move. If your leaders has big dream and has the motivation and has the confidence to do the 3S every single day, definitely you will see the growth very fast, yeah. So dream and confidence is very, very important in terms of building leaders, yeah. So what is an effective network review, or what will really happen if we have already done, or how do we know that we have done a very good network review? So one of the indicator here is after the review, we are able to see the improvement on the leaders. Yeah, maybe in terms of the learning spirit, you can observe that there's personal growth and the attitude changes, you know, more positive, and you can see that the confidence level increase. Yeah, and futures month, you can see that even more there's rank up, there's promotion, more income, and you can observe a greater network momentum and more productivity. You can see more leaders coming up. That will indicate that, oh, we have done a very good job on the weekly or the more every PC review. Yeah, so that should be the positive impact, yeah. You know, although review, just now I mentioned, is a session for us to admit the mistake and discuss the improvement, yeah. But it should be a session that we give the downline or the leader confidence, you know, not a session to really reprimanding the downline, or, you know, scolding or blaming each other, no, because that will demotivate the person. So importantly is the dream and confidence. Dream make people want, and confidence make people move. I think importantly is you see the movement, the momentum every time, more and more after each review. Yeah. So who do you conduct the review with? Yeah, of course we are someone's downline, we are also someone's upline. So we do the review to our upline, and also we do the review to our downline and key leaders, yeah. So identify, you know, the person in your group that you want to have the review with them, yeah. If we are an upline, yeah. Key, who especially the key leader that you are building them, you know, they are the builder, you are building them to become a director, a leader, yeah. And it's not necessary just do with your level 1 downline only, because I think we are all here to build our network, and I think we all know that we really need to go down to the group in order to really build the leaders there to have a very stable network. So not necessary just to the level 1 downline only, but any possible potential leader, we have the responsibility to do the review with them, yeah. And also, you know, we can also look at leaders who has the high willingness to learn, very committed and always willing to invest time and money, yeah. So we can see that, you know, the eagerness to learn, you know, the downline or the leader always ask you something, always ask you things, always ask your advice, always book your time, willing to invest time to learn. So when we say willing to invest money here, it doesn't mean that, you know, the person has to be very rich or invest a lot of stock. That is not what we meant. So it just means that, you know, by all means, the person, you know, really for example, maybe he need to travel to see you, like if it's non-pandemic time, or the person really, you know, invest in maybe purchasing more phone data or internet, really, if because he just want to have the meeting or organize more online meeting with you. That is what we mean, that willing to invest the effort. Yeah, so that will be the key person that we want to really to have the review with. So of course, if we are a downline, we have to show our upline that we have the eagerness, we have the willingness to learn. Yeah, that is what what we have been always practicing and doing for the past 10 years, and my brother Jay said 20 years. Yeah, because if we ourselves as a downline, we are not showing our upline we are willing to learn, but you know, we are not taking, if we are not taking any initiative to arrange a review, then maybe, you know, especially when your upline is so busy and he has so many downlines, so many leaders, you know, then we may not be the first one to really get the effective review session. Yeah. So as the downline, it's good that we always take the initiative. Yeah. Like I think last for the previous many years when we are um always building the group. We even have a weekly meeting, weekly review every week with Brother Jay and the team. Every week we have spent half a day talking about each other activities, how to improve, very detailed on different groups. Yeah, that is how we grow, and we have a very close monitoring of each other. Yeah, so the eagerness and the willingness to learn is very important. And of course, when if you are downline, we look for the upline to review. So not necessary you only do the review with your direct upline. Yeah, it can be any upline, any successful, responsible upline with a good attitude and leadership, or someone that you want to learn from. Yeah. So as a downline, like I mentioned, we have to show eagerness to learn, and take the initiative to contact your upline that I want a review, you know. So last time, every after closing, or even just before the closing already, I have already called my upline, Mr. J, can I book your time, you know, tomorrow, maybe 11, can you give me 1 hour? I want to do this review with you. Yeah, so we always take the initiative to arrange the review session. Or last time, or like even before the lockdown, when we can still travel or see each other frequent. Yeah, I will call the session, call Mr. J to arrange, you know, can I buy you a lunch, or can we arrange a meetup to really show him and discuss with him. Yeah, so we always treasure the review session, and it's very important. So it can be anyone, and like Brother Jay mentioned before, the best upline in the world is someone who never give up on you. Yeah, I feel I feel very strong feeling on this, because like I mentioned also to some of the leaders here, yeah, for my 10 years in Alcan, yeah, I am not the fastest rank achiever, no, but I'm very blessed that, you know, I have my upline who never give up on me, and always trust that I can do better and better, and always give me confidence. Yeah, that bring me to who I am today. So thank you very much, Mr. James. And I know many of you here also, especially I think when you are fighting your target previously, or fighting for your previous ranking or your career campaign, or even some of you here maybe still going to finish your last career campaign, you can really experience this, that your upline is really the one who never give up on you, even when you have doubt, you know, but he's still there to really believe that you can do it, and go through every single day, go through every single challenges with you, because they really trust that you can do it, and they not just talk, but they do it together with you. That is the best upline in the world. So we don't, it's not really because of the income or ranking or how much he earned, no, but whether the upline has the willingness to go through this together with you. Yeah. And when is the best time to hold a review? So like I mentioned, it could be after PC closing, so it can be as soon as possible, within 1 week. Yeah, of course, actually it's best to be done in just 1-2 days, so that you can really start the engine fast. Yeah, and for full-timer, of course, you can choose, you can do morning or night, or after meeting. Part-timer, you can choose your after work or in some off day. Yeah, and the key here is still consistency. Yeah, regular review is the best and most effective network review. So at least we have to do one review each PC, because every pay cycle is 15 days, right? And but of course, if you are really someone very eager to success, you can do even daily review, or every 3 days or every 7 days, to really see and check, monitor your performance very closely. Yeah. So that is regularly. Importantly here is do regularly and do it consistently. Yeah, because there's no point if we just do it once and then we never do it anymore. So PC meaning a pay cycle. So every pay cycle is 15 days. Yeah. So in Outcome Global here, yeah, every 15 days, is like a cut off. So we review the performance every 15 days. Yeah, and every 15 days after the cut off, of course the system will then calculate your income and everything. Yeah, so that's why we put here we can do it every pay cycle. Yeah, so yeah, so now here the key point. So what do we need to focus while doing a network review, or how do we really conduct an effective network review? So I'll go through one by one here. So of course, number one, we have to understand the real situation, understand what is really happening there. And number two, prepare your network genealogy graph. And number three, analyze the network performance. Number four, identify the key leader in the group. Number six, problem solving. Number seven, goal setting. And number eight is the action plan and follow-up schedule. Yeah, so I will go through one by one here. Yeah, so number one, understanding the real situation. Yeah, so of course it's a session for us, just like I mentioned, to admit the mistake and share your satisfaction. Tell your upline what has been done throughout the pay cycle. What is your daily activities? How many, even if you are new, or how many sharing has you done? How many sharing has you done? Have you already prepared a name list? How many sharing have you done? Who have you been shared to? So if you were rejected by your prospect, what are the reason, or how you can improve? Yeah, just share with your upline. What is the real activities that has been done. Of course, it has to be a frank, open talk. We don't hide anything. Yeah, because there's no point bragging about we have done so much, but in the fact we never do anything. So it's important to just share the real situation, so that the review will be the most effective for you. Yeah, and for the upline himself, of course, before the review, yeah, if there is any feedback from other sidelines or downlines, or from your observation with the leaders, you can also listen first and then share your opinion on the improvement can be done. Yeah. So the key point here is sharing your real situation. Yeah, because I think when we share, let's say when we share, also sometimes when I mean, because sometimes this is difficult if for ordinary person, especially when we want to start this business, it could be difficult, or we are not really self-disciplined. We may give ourselves excuse. Today I'm tired, maybe I'm just going to do sharing tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is raining, maybe I'm going to share the other day. So there's chances that we could not be so disciplined if just by ourselves. That's why we need an upline to really look after us, closely. We need an upline to really move us every day. But of course, if you are someone who is very self-disciplined, that is very, very good. Yeah, I'm just talking about some members. It's good that we always have an upline to really monitor us. That's why with this review session, we are also truthful to ourselves when we are sharing what has we been doing, the good part, and then the not so good part, the weakness or mistake, so that we also, when we are telling our upline, we are also alerting ourselves that is to be improved. Yeah, and also the good thing, what are the good things that we have been doing? Sometimes maybe we just do this, but we are not sure whether it's correctly or not. So it's also a session, the upline will really ensure or endorse that, you know, we have been doing the right things, just that we have to do it consistently and repeatedly. So we will also feel achievement and satisfaction through the review session as well. So that is really important when we are sharing the real situation of what is really happening at the ground every day. Yeah. And number two, prepare your network genealogy graph. Yeah, so this is of course also very, very important. So I always tell the leaders here, yeah, always draw and always prepare your genealogy graph before your discussion. Because I remember Brother J always tell me very clear, our genealogy graph, our network graph is like our GPS, you know, the map. If I don't have the graph, if I never have drawn any graph before, I'm like blindly building my network. I don't know who to focus. I don't know where I'm heading to every day. So I could have maybe spent effort or energy on the wrong person, or I may not really focus enough to really build the right person. So prepare your graph is very, very important. So some leaders may say that, oh, I don't need to draw, you know, not everything is inside the IBS. Yes, we have the IBS. I know IBS is important, but it's still always good that, you know, you have a book of drawing and you know who to focus and who is the right person and the placement that you should focus. Yeah, because you know, IBS sometimes is also too small and you can't really see the whole thing. Yeah, so and time is precious, and by the time you draw and review every day or every night, you will really have a clear picture of where you are heading to. Yeah, so for me, I look at the graph every single day, every single night. Yeah, so I have different books, you know, I have different, oh, can't really see here. I have different books, drawing of different network. Yeah, so it's important, you know, when I want to review the group performance, I have to look at the graph, because the graph is the most important, the key thing. I have to know who is at the right position. I have to know who is the key leader, the next level that I have to build. So it's very, very important. And always get ready the notebook, recorder if you want to learn something from the outline, and be prepared and straight to the point, you know, talk less, and seek for advice. Yeah, so we are here to learn, not to complain or share any negativity. Yes, you know, sometimes, you know, we are so excited to see the upline, right? We may talk so long, maybe 1-2 hours, but we never straight to the point, and then we'll be wasting the time of the upline. Or sometimes, you know, we are just down and sharing too many, you know, negative things about a complaint. So that is not the purpose as well, because I think importantly for the review, we want to know how to improve. No, not just that. Yes, we can share about the rejection we face, but the purpose here is talk about how to improve, or what other skill I need to have, or what other tools I can borrow power, or any other activity I can borrow power. Yeah, that is the objective when we are sharing the so-called the failure. Not don't you know, don't focus on, you know, telling the upline how pathetic we are, you know, how many failure we have, or just to complain or share negativity. That will be, you know, not the purpose that we want. Yeah. And yeah, the network genealogy graph can be anything, you know, just a drawing of your network. Yeah, or even your members or customers. Yeah, so you can draw out all your downlines, you identify the key leaders, you know. You can even go very detailed to record the sales performance of each key leaders, the status, and go by different leaders and different graph. That is if you have a bigger group. Yeah, and talk about the present situations, or even your customer. You know, if you don't have a leaders here yet, even the situation of your customers, whether this customer, you know, how's the sorry, how's the product feedback of this customer? Is she now positive or negative with the product? Yeah, whether whether the family is also taking, or any chances that we can go back to share, to get any referrals. So of course here we also have to really differentiate the members into different category. Like there's business builders, leaders, and there's customers. There's some referrals or resellers. So you can different categorize it and then share with your upline. Yeah. And this is just an example. So of course, we can draw either in the sponsor tree or in the placement tree. Yeah. So the sponsor tree meaning you can draw just all your direct level 1, level 2, level 3, and we can discuss about them. Yeah. Or we can draw in the placement tree. The placement tree is what you are going to see in your IBS genealogy as well, because all your sponsor tree will be just to place in the binary mode in the placement tree. So in the placement tree also, then you can understand better who is placed under who, so and how to work together to have a more synergetic effect. Yeah. So it's very important to prepare one. But if you are new, also don't worry too much. There is no right or wrong when drawing your graph. Just a simple one. Even your customer, even just write down the name as a start. Your upline will be there to guide you step by step. Yeah. So not too worried so much about that. Yeah. So this is more for leaders to understand. Yeah. And of course, I'm talking about the leaders who have a bigger group also. You have to even going to look down deep under your group, that not just look at the level 1, and like I shared many weeks before, and I have shared the 6-2 builder model before to most of the leaders here. So we have to always be clear and identify who is the left one and right one key leaders under you, or under the leader, or under the downline. Yeah. Who is someone willing to sacrifice time to do the business, strong desire to action, and willing to learn, and of course who can work closely with you. Yeah. So yeah, this is also one of the key points. Yeah, when you are doing the review with the upline or downline, or when as a downline you are doing the review, of course you are doing a review with someone you can work closely to. Yeah. So for example, here, if this is yourself, so this 6 is your direct sponsor. So we always identify who is the left key leader, at least one. Of course, you can have more than one key leader. Yeah, we are just assume you need to have at least one key leader that you want to focus to build. Let's say this is B at the left, E at the right, and we go down again to help the B to also duplicate the 6-2. And we have to be very clear also who is the key person at the right and left of this B. So for example, here is B2 and B5, and we have to also go down to really know this B2 and B5 well, and then duplicate and teach them, and go down the level again to really do the review. Yeah, we have to do this at least 4 level downs if you really want to build a very stable network. Yeah. So yeah, this is the genealogy graph is a map of our business, which is very important. And with drawing or assessing the sales performance of the network performance by looking at the sales figure, the business volume, and also we are looking at the new recruit every pay cycle, we can also utilize this as information to analyze the network performance of this leader. So there could be different situations. So for example, situation 1. So let's say, during the past 15 days, this your leaders, there has only very few recruit, maybe 0 or 1 or 2, very few, and very low business volume. So what this explains? So this could just indicate that, there's not enough action. Yeah, this is one of the possible reasons. But of course, we can also go down, to really listen to the leader, to understand what is the real situations. Or, sometimes it could be really possible that the person really very hardworking, do every day, but maybe, it's the skill that he is not yet equipped with, or he's not really good to handling the objections. or he need to be trained some more on the product or the opportunity sharing. That could be the possible reason that we have to go deeper to understand and how to improve him on that, if he's already doing a lot of action but not getting the result that he wants. Yeah. Or it could be just simply means that not enough action and he just simply need to do more. Yeah. So this is the situation number one. So for situation number two, yeah, the situation of the group, there is few recruits but high business volume. Wow, this person can achieve like 1-star director, can achieve the campaign, but you see the recruit like very limited. So it could just indicate that, maybe the person or the leaders, the strength is more on the selling, yeah, or maybe just that the network or the social circle of his new recruits all coming in with big package like the 650 BV, yeah. So it will show as a few recruits as a high business volume, yeah. So of course we are not saying all this situation which is right or wrong. It's just telling you how to analyze, and maybe you can advise the leader also to strengthen or sponsoring, or you have to go down to really help to identify who is the business builder that you can continue to build, yeah, and to train the person maybe more on sponsoring also, so that he is well versed, he can do all the 3S: selling, sponsoring, and servicing. Yeah, so this is situation number two. Yeah. So the next situation is situation number three. Yeah. So for situation number three, there could be maybe many recruits, okay, but when you look at the business volume itself, it could be low. Yeah. So of course, again, we are not saying this is a not good situation, but just for you to analyze that maybe this type of leaders, yeah, is very strong on sponsoring, recruiting leaders. So everyone join with a 30 BV, but maybe the business volume is still slow. Yeah, maybe because they need more leaders to join, and they need to get also maybe some reseller, or you want to strengthen on the selling and servicing part. Yeah, whether the customer or the members who join, something like that. Because I think in a healthy network, we need all types of people in the network. Of course we need a lot of business builders, we need some resellers, we need also a huge network of the customers. So we need different type of people in the network, so that we always have a stable network and a sustainable business volume. Yeah. And the situation number four, there is many recruits in the network, you can see, and there is a high business volume. Yeah, so this could indicate that, yeah, the leaders do selling, sponsoring, and servicing very well in the group. Yeah, so it cover all the different type of the people in the network and maintain them very well. Yeah, so this is one of the situation indicate a healthy network as well. Yeah, so all this situation is just a guideline to helping us to really assess the network performance of your leaders, and we can see how to give advice and improvement on that. Okay. And of course, also the other thing that we can look at the network performance, not just the business volume, sales, or the ranking, but we really look at the 3 true veins, which is the real indicator of the growth of the network. So I also shared this in one of the topic previously. Yeah, in Alcon Global here, we always talk about these 3 true veins, which is the real indicator of the growth of your network. So we look at 3 things here to examine or analyze your network performance. So number one, the speed of disseminating information. So the speed here, that is not referring to how fast is your data, or or you just click send and then you can reach the person. No, but how deep is the level, or how fast you can disseminate the information to reach every single of your downline, your members, your prospect, or your customers. So for example, when there's new promotion, wow, for example, we have the El Cafe promotion now, or how fast or how many customer of you will really receive the information very fast when you disseminate to your leaders, to their customers. Or for example, now we have new campaign to Japan. How many of the members or prospect know about it at the first-hand news? We have the GPV campaign, you know, the extra cash incentive for every 2 new recruit. Are you very sure that every single one of your new members or prospect or your downline, you know, who want some income, they all know about this? Yeah, so this is what we call the speed of disseminating information, because it's an indicator of how well we are doing the duplication. If we are doing the duplication very well, or we have a lot of leaders in the team, of course, the speed of disseminating the information will be fast. Yeah, so this is an indicator for us to check our own group performance as well. And number two, the number of people attending the activities. Yeah, so of course we look at maybe the Facebook Live or even your Zoom meeting. I know some of the leaders here, you have your regular Zoom meeting every week or even every alternate day. You look at the number of people, number of new people attending the activities. Is it still the same 3-5 people always every week? Then something is wrong with our group, right? Or is you can see every single day there is new faces joining, you know, new leaders joining. Yeah, that is a real indicator that your network is growing. Yeah. Same with the system education here every Saturday. Yeah. Right? And today we have 20 over participants. So you can also use this to check how many leaders from your own team is attending the system education every Saturday. How many of your leaders is actively joining and doing the learning? Yeah. So this is also indicator for yourself to check, you know, whether how many people from your group is attending. Yeah. And number three, number of people working independently, meaning how many people or how many leaders from your team are actively, independently doing the 3S, selling, service, sponsoring every single day without you have to pushing or checking or accompany them to do the field work. Yeah, of course, you know, we all know that this is the duplication game. The more people, you know, who can work like you every day, 12 hours, 20 hours, do the sharing non-stop, of course you have more people who can work independent like you every day. Of course you can see the leveraging power more. But if most of them are not really doing, but the whole group, only you yourself, one person doing the active sharing every day, then of course the growth could be slow yet. Yeah, so these three things we call the real indicator of the growth of our network. Yeah, so it's for yourself also to check and assess your network growth. Yeah. And of course, the next part is identify the key leader in the group. Yeah, this I shared just now. Identify the left one, right one key builder who is willing to sacrifice time, strong desire, willing to learn and work closely with you. And like I mentioned just now, we as a leader, if we have a group already, we have to really go down and build the key leaders, at least focus on the left one, right one, and go down to focus on the left one, right one again, and go down again to focus here, the left one, right one of your level 2, level 3, and go down again. We have to at least work closely with the key leaders of all the left one, right one, at least for 4 levels for more, before we can really have a stable, sustainable network that gives us a passive income. And imagine if every one of us or every level of your key leader, everyone can just really monitor closely 4 levels, you will have a very, very stable, sustainable network. Yeah. So yeah, we have to focus the time and work together to work closely and really go down. And if you have been working with me and with Brother Jay for the many months, you know that we are not just look at 4 levels and we don't go down anymore, but we really look at how to really go deep to your group, how to really identify the key leaders of your group and go down to help them to build deeper and deeper, because we want everyone here to have a stable, sustainable network. Yeah. So yeah, so the next point is that, of course, we are also doing the problem solving during the review session. Of course, as an upline, we have to know how to give solution to reinforce the confidence. So based on the analysis that we had just did just now, you know, looking at the 4 situation that we talk about, and then we can working on the improvement, how to give advice to the leaders, you know, whether he need to improve on the skill, you know, to promote activities, promote any tools, or maybe we are still not sure whether the person has really equipped with the 3S skill, so we can do the field work to do the 3S together. But of course now, you know, during the pandemic, we can't really go to everywhere. We can also do the 3S together by a three-way call. We can organize video call with your leader and the prospect to really do and practice the the selling, sponsoring, and servicing together to really demo and build leaders. Yeah. And of course, it's a session for us to give really encouragement and motivation. And we can also do the problem solving based on the elite seminar. So it's always very important that we do elite seminar very constantly. Yeah. So for example, I saw one of the group, they start to do elite seminar to their team. They want to do every month. So this is also a very good habit. Or you have just a small team as a start. You can do elite seminar one-to-one with your new leader or prospect, because this will help to solve a lot of problems before the challenges happen. Yeah. So because in the elite seminar, the 9 key of success, we talk about the responsibility being an upline, downline. We talk about the 5 main principle. We talk about the 6-unit feature of Alcon. So yeah, if you haven't heard about elite seminar yet, yeah, go through it with your upline. Ask your upline, what is this elite seminar? Yeah, because it's important things as when you join Alcon. Yeah, we wish that all of us here would duplicate the elite seminar. And of course, also we can solve problem based on the system education here, because in the every Saturday topic here, in the different system education topic, we talk about, I think, more on the attitude, the right attitude that we need to have, how to really improve in the business, a lot of mindset, a lot of concept. Yeah. So yeah. So this is also a platform that we can bring our leaders here and to solve the problems together. Yeah. And of course, the next one, goal setting, is also very important. So like Napoleon Hill say, a goal is a dream with a deadline. So thank you, Brother Cesar, also to remind me of this phrase. Yeah, of course we need to set a goal, and a goal is with a deadline, with a time frame. If we have a big dream, if we want to go Japan, but we never set any timeline, any deadline for ourselves, then we are not heading anywhere. Yeah, because every 15 days, you know, it flies very fast. If we never pay attention to every single day, you know, wow, you know, very soon the cutoff is here again. And then we will tell ourselves, oh, I think it's too fast. Maybe I'll just start to fight again next pay cycle. And next pay cycle, and then it's too fast. Then I'll tell my upline, sorry, I cannot finish. I have to fight again next pay cycle. So that is not really, you know, improving every pay cycle if we did not really pay attention to the deadline and really set ourselves a goal. So this is just a simple goal setting for a beginner. Of course, you can have different goal setting. Yeah. So as a beginner, you can first become a brand ambassador, become a builder, build your left one, right one, and then build your left 3, right 3 to become a pro builder. And along the journey, you can also fight to upgrade your lifetime TVC so that you can enjoy the 20% team bonus lifetime. And of course, also, this is not really goal setting, but one of the criteria to prepare your monthly maintenance so that you can maximize all your benefit in Alcon Global. And when we go down, when you already have 6, of course, you know, sometimes you don't really find your key leader when you just have 6 person. Then you have to continue to do massive recruitment, massive recruitment, so that you are able to find the key person or key builder in your team. And only then we continue to duplicate and build them into the pro builder. And when you are building them, eventually you will definitely become a director, and then building your key person to become the director, then your campaign will be automatically done. That is what we mean by we want to really build leader and build director to our team, but not just focus on becoming a director by ourselves. Yeah. So set all your different goal with the time frame. You know, Japan is very big. I want to go Japan. But how? You have to break it down into smaller goals. Okay, if I want to go Japan, I cannot straight away say this month I want to be a director if I have nobody with me yet. So I have to break down the goal to smaller and smaller target. and give your every small target a time frame. Sometimes they're not necessary you have to follow by pay cycle. You know, for example, if just become a builder, you don't need to take 15 days to become a builder, left one, right one, right? Yeah. So maybe you have to give your time, maybe, okay, in 3 days I have to become a builder. Maybe in 1 week I have to become a pro builder. You have to give yourself a key target. Yeah, so that is very important. Yeah. So, and again, timeline, you have to be very clear on your timeline. If you want to build Japan director, you know, you have to know very clear. You only have 12 pay cycle, and today is the 19th of September. We are already at the 3rd pay cycle of the 6-month campaign. So have we really done anything or done any planning? Are we, or when, if we have already done the planning, are we at the right progress? If not, you know, like I mentioned, the 12 pay cycle, now only left with 9 pay cycle, will pass very, very fast. So, and how many, and if you are a leader, you have many key leaders in your team who want to go Japan together with you. Have you do the review with them? How many people you want to bring together to Japan? You know, we don't want end up, you know, after the 6 months, only we ourselves go to Japan. That is not, I think, the not ultimate objective that we want. Yeah, so be very clear and be always look at the timeline very closely. Yeah. And of course, again, I just share this chain of success, like I mentioned. If Japan is what you want, break down to a smaller target, you know, do it together, help your downline to break down the Japan to a smaller target, do your planning, action together, motivate. Of course, you know, for full-timer, you can even do the daily monitoring of the action every single day. You can even do daily review so that, you know, you don't just talk to the downline only after 15 days, right? You don't talk to your upline only after the cutoff, right? Remember, one of the habits that we mentioned in the 7 daily habits, one of it is contact your upline. That's why I think also when you hear one of our president, Miss Cody, she shared in her journey of success, you know, when her downline, when her leader is really very eager to finish something to chase the target, you know, one day she can even call how many days to the upline, or even every day, you know, every day. I remember she said every day, I think like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you know, is the time that she talk to the upline or talk to the downline, you know, every single day. Because the more review you do, of course, you are more clear of your planning and the action you need to do every single day. Yeah. So it depends on how eager or how much effort you want to put in really pursuing your target and ensuring that you can complete your target even before the closing. Yeah. Okay. And the last part, of course, then do your action plan and follow up. Waste no time. Go for it and do it now. Because when you do, if you're doing your review very frequent, you know, every single night or every single morning, of course, you will know that, you know, the action maybe is not enough or something I'm let off, I need to improve. You enhance your productivity, and you will know that maybe, you know, maybe you don't have enough leaders doing the same thing that you are doing. Then you know that you need to increase in your duplicating, your educating, training part. Yeah. So very, very important, and continuously, remember, consistency is the key. Do the follow-up and review continuously, consistently until you achieve your goal. So regular review will definitely promote your network effectiveness, and even every minor improvement can definitely lead to a significant changes in life if we do it consistently every day. So thank you everyone for your time, and together we share, we grow to change our life and realize our dreams. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all the leaders for joining us today. I appreciate your time and effort making this possible. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sister Jo. We learned a lot again for your training. So there are some questions a while ago, but it was addressed by Ma'am Isay already. So again, for those who would like to share their sharing or their learnings about the topic for today, kahit ano po yan, you can share it in Tagalog. Para baka yung iba nahihiyang mag-share kasi English.
Yeah, you can share in Tagalog, don't worry.
Share Tagalog, ha? You can open your camera if you want to share so we can see po kung nag-raise kayo ng hands, or you can unmute your mic po para po sa mga mag-share po ngayon. Okay? Lalo na yung mga ating new faces. You can share your experience upon attending this system training. So hopefully you learn a lot today. Okay, anyone who wants to share? Wow, congratulations, Ma'am Isay. Happy to have my 13 leaders here today and UBAs. Wow. So anyone would like to share po? Ay, Ma'am G, nagtatas ka? Ay, ayaw ma-unmute. Wait lang, ma'am. Ayan.
Hindi.
I thought you're raising your hand.
Wala, may inahanap ko yung mga leaders ko, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone po?
Si Ma'am Isay po, si Ma'am Isay, request.
Mamaya na si Ma'am Isay, sure na mag-share si Ma'am Isay eh. Nag-aantay pa yan si Ma'am. So while waiting for them to share, I would like to read this one. Thank you, Ma'am Jo, for continue sharing. Welcome to system training. Bridget, tama ba? Manjares and Resita Burgos from Sir Moises. Okay. Anyone, yung iba po kasi naka-off ang camera. Hindi ko alam kung gusto niyong mag-share. Wala.
Ma'am Isay na nga.
Ma'am Isa, ikaw talaga.
It's okay, just feel free to share anything if you really learned something today. Yeah. Or brother Caesar, you want to share anything?
Brother Cesar, wait Sir, kindly unmute your mic. I think you're sharing something but we cannot hear you. Yan.
Cannot unmute.
Okay, sige sir. Okay.
Everything is clear, so I'm just observing. And then it's my 26th day.
Sir Cesar, yung line niyo lang po is hindi ganun ka-clear Hindi namin maintindihan yung yung line. Parang static siya, sir. Hello? Sige po, try daw, sir.
Clear na. So,
Sige po.
okay, next day, inilkan. So, I think better to observe muna all the knowledge from our beloved and from the companies. So I'm just observing everything. I'm very new to business, but new to network marketing. So I'm very thankful to my upline who is always supporting our group for the education and the support system that we can have. So some many questions, but just observing everything and continue participating in our activities.
Sir, medyo talaga nabibitin kami sa iyong sharing. Medyo nagpuputol-putol yung line. Meron ka bang ibang area na pwedeng ma-move sir, while we tayo? Baka may gusto mag-share tapos after that you can share again. Kasi sayang po sir yung sharing. Medyo putol-putol lang po siya. Baka may
nasa labas ako. Nasa labas kasi ako. I'm here outside the gas station. It started to rain. So, umulan na. So, I cannot go around.
Okay, sir.
I'm here in the gas station. Yeah.
Okay na, sir?
Okay na.
Sige po. Thank you, Sir Cesar.
Maraming salamat, ma'am.
Okay po.
Okay, God bless you all.
Okay, so anyone? I think Ma'am Annalie wanted to share. She PM me here. Ma'am Annalie, you can share without even kahit off yung camera nyo ha. If hindi working ang inyong camera, okay lang mag-share.
Hello, good afternoon. Ang galing talaga ni Ma'am Michelle. Wala akong masabi. Idol. Ayan, good afternoon po sa lahat. So, pasensya na po, hindi po may on yung camera. Pero anyway, sobrang thankful po ako kasi weekly yung naging training natin, yung workshop natin. Hindi po yung reminder sa atin ngayon na talagang kailangan natin magkaroon ng goal at kailangan talaga magawa natin yun ng tulong-tulong. Siyempre, kailangan in-remind ulit tayo na simulan natin ulit sa basic, yung elite seminar, napaka-importante talaga. So, talagang yun po yung na-recall ko ngayon na every time may new BA talaga, go back doon sa elite seminar and then yung goal setting, and always have a time frame para marami po tayong makasama sa Japan. Yun lang po. Thank you, Miss Jo. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ma'am Annalie. Grabe na hindi lang basta goal, no? Kailangan meron kang deadline for your goal so you can achieve it para ma-motivate ka pa. Thank you, Ma'am Annalie. So anyone po? Ma'am Isay, mag-share ka po. I think okay na po yung audio, ma'am. Wait. Ayan. Hi, Ma'am Isay.
Okay na.
Yes,
Si G
ma'am.
talaga, inaantok ako dito eh. Hi, Jo. Hi, Ma'am Michelle. Hi, everyone. The topic is very overwhelming. I learned a lot, and the review is one thing na I am lacking to do regularly, Sis Jo, to tell you honestly. This is one thing I have to improve on as a leader. And as you have said, going down 4 levels could be a little too much to do. I want to ask you, how many leaders do we have to review per pay cycle? How many, like, for me, if many of them are like working, all of them are working. So how many do we have? Ideally, how many leaders do we have to review at the end of each pay cycle? I understand that this is really I don't know how to do it. I haven't done it yet. With I just focus on the end result, which is like the achievement of a goal or a target. Like for example, the qualification to a travel, or if the leader was not able to reach the goal, then we will just review. That's what I'm basically doing now with the willing leaders who connects with me. So if I would ask you, what do you think do we need to improve on in terms of me, for example, what I do?
Thank you, Ma'am Isa. I think we don't have a number, that say how many you must do or you need to do, because everyone's situation is different. But of course, I think when you have a bigger group or you have many members, so like you say, you will prioritize to those who show high willingness to learn and high willingness to really put into action, a lot of action every day, and can work closely to you. That's why I mentioned early just now, we as a downline, right? So we have to show our upline the eagerness to learn. We have to take the initiative to call you. Sister Isai, can I do the review to you? No, tomorrow, what time? Yeah, or yeah, for example, Brother Jay or someone, if you want to do review with me, you have to take the initiative to arrange. Yeah. Because imagine, if your upline is very busy, she has so many downlines, so there is chances that, by the time she can do review, it could be, few days or 1 week later, or she may not have the time to do regular review with you. Yeah, that is as a downline, we have to take initiative. But as an upline, of course, we have to know who is the key leader at the right position, who show the willingness that you and that group is the one that you are building, you are expanding, focus building, that is your priority. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that other people is not important. It's just that you have to prioritize your time. Yeah. So now your time allocation is very important. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sis. I get it now.
Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your amazing training. Very
Welcome, sister.
consistent.
Yeah.
And I would like to welcome a lot of our new brand ambassadors who are present here. I will not mention one by one, but thank you for coming. Thank you, sis.
Welcome, sister. Yeah. Maybe just last one, if anyone
Thank you,
else want to share anything before we end.
Yes, I think last one, sharer for today. Last one. So wala na po. Ma'am Juicy. Pinagsama ko yung Juliet at Juicy.
They just smile at you.
Ma'am, if maybe you want to share. They are always shocked when I'm calling their name.
Oh, Ma'am Tetel, you have anything to share?
Oh, yes, Ma'am Tetel. I cannot unmute you, ma'am. Pa-unmute, ma'am. Ayan. Ay, ayan.
Hello po. Good afternoon po sa atin lahat. So, ang takeaway ko doon sa discussion ni Miss Jo, I would like to say thank you muna pala for this topic. So, ang pinakamadaling na retain sa akin ay yung 4 situations. Based doon sa genealogy, yung 4 situation, napakabilis na gauge para malaman ko mismo yung sarili kong performance. Kung ako ba ay nasa situation 1, nasa situation 2 ba si leader sa left, si leader sa right, ay situation 2, 3, or 4. So, napakaganda na naibigay sa amin yung mga situation na yon, very brief and precise para madali namin mag-gauge nasan yung weakness namin na dapat namin i-improve in doing the business. So, thank you very much. So, malaking tulong sa amin yon kasi alam po kung anong nasaan yung dapat namin na i-improve na part. Yan. And also, yung importance ng review ngayon, na-highlight siya na doon mag-gauge kung yung ginagawa namin. Kung may review, meron kaming magiging output na next PC base doon sa nakaraang review. Ano yung ginawa ko? So, yun din. Gauge din yung review para malaman namin kung may action ba, may nadagdag ba sa action, o nag-increase yung action, o wala talaga, not at all. Yun. Thank you very much, Miss Jo.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Thank you, Ma'am Tetel.
I think that's all for today. Maybe we just take one group picture and appreciate all of you spend time with us.
Okay, you may open your camera po for picture taking. So while fixing their camera, I would like to invite you again tomorrow for our FB Live. Once again with our amazing leader, Josephine Chong, about contouring pants and our inner snow cap. So grabe ang weekend niya, no? Back to back, Saturday and Sunday. So sobrang sipag ng ating leader from Malaysia. So hopefully we support her tomorrow on our FB Live. So see you there.
So just look at the camera and smile. Just take a group picture.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. So see you.
Thank you.
tomorrow at Facebook. Yeah. See you next Saturday. Bye. Take care.
Bye.